Hi guys, welcome back to another part of fixing my Micra. In this episode I've removed the front bumper here just to see how much rust is in behind it, and to my amazement it wasn't too bad actually. For a 17-year-old car that wasn't really looked after too well, it wasn't bad. So since I had the front bumper off, I thought I'd mask it all off and get it ready for its first coat of paint, which was gloss black. I wasn't painting the whole bumper, I was only doing the grille inserts and the two side parts of the bumper, as they were pretty faded out. I just wanted to sort of dress the car up and make it look better. As you can see here, the black came out pretty well. I was a little bit nervous because I've seen a few paint runs on it, and I was just hoping that I didn't mark the bumper where the blue paint was, but that didn't happen, so I was pretty happy with that. And that's just my little dog Scooby. He has his own video. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, I was this one of the corners I was pretty anxious about because down at the bottom of the masking tape it was all pretty runny, so but it turned out okay. Um, as you can see, I've already painted that corner, but it's I wasn't too happy with it, so I sort of went over it again. I also went over all the mud flaps. Um, they were pretty grayed out as well. So basically all the black plastic I just did. Um, I gave these parts here on the front, they got a bit of Galvo spray, just to stop them rusting any further. They weren't too bad, but if you can prevent rust, prevent it. It's a car's worst nightmare. Um, that's just a bumper back on the front of the car. As you can see, the black doesn't look too bad on it. It sort of like rolls back the clock a little bit. It does make the car look as old as it is, or just sort of keeps it that little bit more fresh looking. Um, so I'm just checking there just to make sure that all the connections were proper, and that I put the bumper back on properly. Nobody likes to drive along and have their front bumper fly off. And I was just taking away Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger, get him off the back of the car and see how this bit of painting went. Um, I, I was pretty happy with this side. This side turned out to be one of the better sides, apart from the front bumper. I'm most proud of the front bumper because it was the most amount of paint that needed, and it didn't turn out too bad. But this part, this came out pretty solid as well. I'm just taking my time taking this masking tape off because I don't want any peel lines or to sort of take any of the new paint off. Like it's dry to the touch, but it's not fully dry at the moment. So I was just sort of taking my time, but it it was fun to get this sort of thing done. Um, I done this early on a Sunday morning. I had to finish getting the front bumper back on the front of the car because, well, it would have been a nightmare to drive on Monday morning into work with no front end on it. It's probably illegal in Ireland as well to do that. I don't know, so I wanted to make sure that everything was all a-okay and making sure that the car was back in one solid piece. But as you can see there, like it's not too bad. I feel I did well. When you see the car, it's actually not too shabby looking at all. It does sort of have an impact on it, and you can see there. This corner didn't come out as good as the other side. This one has a few small runs in the paint right there, and it's not something that I'm too worried about. They're only very minor, and you can't really see them unless you're this close to the car. Like you want to be right up to it. Like, but let's face it, nobody really notices a 17-year-old Nissan Micra. Like if it was a 17-year-old Nissan Skyline, possibly. Um, but it's not. This car's not turning heads. Nobody's really looking at it. It is what it is. It's just a little city run around, and that's what I use it as for the time being. Whilst my other car's off the road, um, I am getting the other car fixed. The Toyota will be going back on the road, and we will have a few more videos of that coming up. But for the time being, they're all going to be little fixer up videos like this for the Nissan. Um, I do have a couple of small crazy ideas that I'm going to do, but we'll see if they pan out or not. And hopefully they'll, if I do them, hopefully they'll feature in the next few videos. But other than that, I just do sort of small jobs on this car. You know, I've done a coolant change, I've done an oil change. I don't think I have the video of the oil change posted, but I do have the coolant one. That's the previous video. You can see here, I'm just sticking the mud flap back on for effect, just sort of see how it looks back on the car, and it does stop the car looking from 17 years old. Like, it doesn't do a whole lot, but you can just see there in the background to the right, that's my Toyota. I do still have it, and as I said, there will be more videos of that car soon. But that's really it for this video. That's just all the mud flaps back on and everything's looking grand. So if yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more of this type of thing. Thanks very much, guys. Until next time, bye bye.